Jazz, and he's allergic.
Not happy.
Dana,
Yeah.
boobs.
He's bloody behind his ears.
What?
So.
Oh, sorry.
Just don't do this like you were just doing.
Sorry,
to
I'm
Glamma's
trying not
Class.
to. How's this? Is this better?
Subscribe, yeah.
Like and subscribe. We're like passages. We're like, oh. That's what we like about Tool. You really know how to dance.
Well, it hides stuff.
And they get it in France. And you wear it with pants sometimes.
Oh, butters.
Hi, welcome to Glamma's Closet. Actually, today we're in Lena's closet. Lena's not always in her closet, but today we are in
Never.
Lena's closet. And we're going to be, this is part 2 of our alternative fashion segment. And today we're going to be talking about drag. Specifically, drag as it relates to, you know, it's sort of the historic need for drag, and of course, as it relates to reselling and what we're looking for. So I'd like for you to welcome my special guest, Rob George, also known as Lena Towers.
Hey.
Hey guys.
Last time you saw me, I was a little
Hungover. Tragic.
Auntie was. Oh.
We were tragic, but there's something, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's liquor. But every time we get together, we just crack each other up. So sorry. Sorry if you didn't crack up with us, but I hope you did. My toolbox. T-U-L-L-E. It's my toolbox.
Yes.
I have to go home and see what Luke Moore says about Tool this season. I'm sure he hates it. He hates everything. I love him so much, though. He's so fun.
It's too fluffy.
Have you seen Hot Lamode?
No.
Oh my God, you would love it. He's so cranky about fashion. It's lovely. He just put Burberry to, he was like, no, you didn't with this new collection. What is wrong with you? It's awesome.
Yikes.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
We've been going.
Yeah.
Have we been filmed?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
For the outtakes,
You're
for the B-roll.
camera. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the history of drag. I know, Rob, that the history of drag with women and dressing in what would be a more traditional men's gear and passing as men, I know that has to do with, a lot of times it had more to do with escaping the restrictions of being a woman in a very restrictive society for females. So it had to do with land ownership. A lot of it had to do with not having to get married or not having to get married to a man. Some of it, I think, had to do with being able to control your own pocketbook and being able to enjoy the freedoms of, you know, things like drinking and gambling and you know, all of the things that men could enjoy freely that women were expected not to do. My question is, historically, why do you think cross-dressing or drag started for the male audience? Started for men.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a way to express your feminine side, you know, and...
No toxic masculinity.
No.
You can just shed that for the day.
Well, you know, and it's... they put on an air of comedy with it, you know, to sell it, but, you know, I mean, it's still true to this day, you know, sometimes you just feel girly.
I know that feeling, honey. I know that feeling.
Back to what you were saying about the females. So are you saying that possibly, you know, it was like drag by necessity?
Sometimes,
you know,
yeah. I felt like if
or
it,
disguise even.
I feel like, and specifically in the 1800s, you start hearing the stories about women going in drag, and I'm sure there were instances before that. But in the 1800s, you know, in America and throughout the world, you start hearing about women passing, and some of them fought in wars, and some of them, and it feels like they were passing for opportunity, that they were doing it for the opportunity just to be
To
able
be
to
treated
have
equal.
to have the
Correct, yeah.
freedoms that men did at the time,
Mhm.
and women were corseted and told to stay home and sit still and give birth and lie back and think of England. We all know what that means.
Right.
Yeah. Johnson and
boy.
Johnson hadn't gotten hold of anybody yet. So the men's camp movement, I think, started in there was a history of it in. They used to have balls in Harlem, where they would have cross dressers come on stage, and they would be really over the top. And do you think that the only way to escape the masculine normative form of dress at the time was for them to come out and be that over the top? Was that to make it a funny thing, or?
I can't say for them, but I can say that you want to be over the top. That's the goal of every drag queen, or every drag queen I know. You want to be through the roof. You want to be as big and bold as you can.
So how did you get started in drag? How does one, if you decide to pursue the art of drag, and it really is an art form, it's a high art form. Well, a lot of drags are high, but no, I'm joking. It is really a high art form. It takes a lot, trust me. It's not, I've seen the prep process, it's crazy. So what made you decide to start?
Well, this is a funny story. I was working at a gay bar, and we were having our gay pride float, so we're building a gay pride float. And I had never considered doing drag, ever. It just, that was not a thing that I thought was for me. And, I know I'd always been a little feminine or whatever. And when I was a kid, remember, I used to wear dresses and had to have the prettiest dress.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
fun being gay in a blue collar neighborhood.
So one of the owners of the bar, said he was going to get a show together, and he thought I would be great for it. And I had never ever, put on makeup or tried to make my body different or anything like that. Hence the fashionista. So I turned into a freak. I just instead of going pretty, I went wild and crazy.
Fashionista was the first iteration of Lena Towers.
And well, yeah, it's Marie Aquanet.
Yes, it was.
Yes, and boy, she was a mess.
She was crazy.
And it was a lot of fun to not have the restriction of, trying to pass as a female, because I knew I wasn't a female, but I knew I could perform and dance and put on a show, and so I went for it, and over time it evolved, and and here I am today.
Here we are today. Okay, let's talk a little bit about wardrobe, hair, and makeup. It seems, as a woman who has, hair, nails, makeup, shoes, dresses, those, bras, all of that, it can be very expensive. Mr. Nichols knows. So here's my question. How can you afford the expense of doing so much? I mean, feathers, I don't know if you've priced out feathers, but I went to Hobby Lobby to pick up feathers, and for one long ostrich feather, it was like $4. So you can imagine what a feather
feathers
cost
are
would be.
very pricey.
Yeah.
Everything is. It would be like, doubling your wardrobe almost.
Oh, yeah.
But
Okay.
plus, because girls have a lot more to get together, and especially boys who become girls have a lot more, because we have to hide her. You have to have the right makeup, and
To have a good razor.
a good razor, is fine, but an hour into your show and you're, you know, Rock Hudson again. So
Can I ask a question? How many pairs of pantyhose does it take for you to, you know, put the fruit in the basket, so to speak?
well, let's see. A 1, a 2. No, it depends. It depends, you know. Depends on how hairy your legs are and all that jazz. But I tend to wear 4 pair of dancing tights. That way I don't even have to worry about tucking because everything just gets sucked in, and it holds up your
tights,
pads
I
and
know
all
what that
that
means.
jazz
Yeah.
really well. You know, and pads and all of that have changed so much over time. You know, now they actually make hip pads and all this, you know,
Yeah.
and butts and things for people when, you know, back in my day, you used to have to find a couch cushion in the alley and take it home and get your electric carving knife to it and carve yourself out hips and butt, you know. But nowadays you can just go on Amazon and get whatever you need.
The Kardashians.
I still prefer my
Yeah.
couch cushion though, because it's really comfortable to sit on.
That makes so sense. We're hanging out on the Davenette.
But yeah, so everything, you know, is really expensive. But I will go thrifting, garage sales. I go to, you know, the Goodwill bins. I go, you know, everywhere. I make a lot of my stuff from leftovers of the things that I find at the Goodwill.
I do love that white skirt.
I know. One of my favorite sisters
you
gave
find that
this
at the
to
bins?
me. I did not.
Did
My
somebody find it at the
sister-
bins?
My sister Glamma did.
Because at the
Sister
bins, this
Glamma.
thing, because it weighs so little, and it's all tulle, so
Yeah.
because it weighs so little, it was literally like not even $1.
And I just performed in this last Saturday, and it was a hit. I did a Lady Gaga number. There was so much tulle all over the
Oh,
place.
you can't go
It
wrong
was
with
really
Gaga.
fun. Really fun.
So let's talk about some of the things in your closet that are thrifted. And for resellers, pay attention to what he's telling you, what he's looking for, because there are a lot of drag queens out there who are looking for a great deal. And if you can find something and resell it at a decent price, you've got a built-in audience. I mean, they're there. We know the drag queens exist because, you know, hi RuPaul and all of the other millions of drag shows.
Right, thank you.
So, right, thanks, Rue. We love you.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else?
So let's talk about some of the things that you've thrifted and some of the things that you look for when you do thrift.
All right. Well, some of my recent finds have been for the grandbabies, and
Grandbabies.
you know, I look for anything sparkly as a crow would, and you know, I found this brand new in a wrapper at the bins. This thing cost me probably $1.29.
Yeah, it
and
weighs
it's
like
brand
nothing.
new. I mean, crenlin's built
Probably cost you
in.
75
It's
cents.
really
yeah.
cute. You know, and they had acres of it. It seemed it was just, they had
Lovely.
all of these. Anyway, I got one for your glam baby too.
Yay!
And
She's gonna
here-
love it.
Yeah, she's gonna love it. And here it is.
OMG, I love it.
I know.
Do you think that would stretch and fit
Look
me,
at
maybe?
that. So yeah, again, this cost me about $2. $2, brand new in the wrapper.
That's amazing.
I know. I
Those,
love how
you know what? I
sparkle.
think those are old like dance
Yeah.
They are
costumes
They
that are like
old dance
custom
costumes.
made and
Yeah.
expensive.
Right, yeah.
And
And
very
so, and then I got
expensive.
this flapper costume. You know, the
the
Goodwill
fringe.
is the best for Halloween. And at Halloween time, that's the time to go and like look for like little sequiny numbers and stuff like that and accessories. And I got this witch hat. You know, I love stuff. Anyway, so yeah, little flapper outfit. This was like my very first drag outfit. And I got this at the Goodwill bins. I saw something sparkly way underneath. And
Like
so
a
I
crow.
held my breath and I dove in, and out came this gorgeous,
My breath and dove.
this gorgeous thing. And can you believe it? It still fits.
It's beautiful.
She had a big ass then. She's got a big ass now. Anyway, and this is one of my new favorites. I wore it when I was hungover, and it's definitely not the right color to wear with this gray wig. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't recommend it. But it looks good on my natural color, if you'll see it.
Where'd you find that one?
I found this in Glamma's closet. Can you believe it?
I do love picking up, if I come across a really special piece that I think is just going to be perfect for Lena, I do pick those up.
I mean, it's just a little sack dress. It goes.
You know, you gotta
It's
have a little
really
sack dress. I mean, it's a brunch.
Simple
It's
and
brunch.
fabulous. So yeah, also I got this this thing, and I just added some roses. This one piece little negligee thing I got,
It's like a body
Probably,
slimmer. I've got one of those
yeah.
on my Posh closet.
and
Is
it
that like a
really
Nancy
holds the
Jan? It's
boobs
really
in
expensive.
good.
Yeah, they do.
Anyway, yeah, I got this piece here, which was actually a cape, and
Ooh, she hanging at the coochie though. Look at her.
well, it hasn't been attached.
Okay.
And I added some fabric to it, So you can just, you get basic pieces and you build on them, sequins go a long way.
Sequins
And,
always go a long way.
anything that's shiny or fluffy, I love. Big fan
I'm fluffy. He loves me.
of.
And a little shiny right now.
So, I just want to tell you, you missed a really great party.
I'm
this
so
past
sad that I
Saturday.
missed that party.
I've been doing this new thing by throwing drag shows in my backyard, and my boyfriend, God bless him, built me a stage and
John
puts
is
on
incredible.
the lights
You can
and
see him
all
too,
of
he's
that.
fine.
I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, it was our neighbor's birthday, and she wanted a drag show for her birthday, so we put her on a freak show drag show. I did like 6
Extraordinaire, I
paintings.
did. Yeah.
We built all kinds of
Props?
props.
Or-
Yes, thank you. Sometimes the words just don't come out.
You know why? Because I'm 50.
Yeah, 52.
Wait,
Sorry, buddy.
tell everyone so they know, and I'm going to zoom in. You're how old?
Me?
No, Rob.
I'm 52. And still kicking.
And still
I can
hot. So you're
stretch.
still adorable.
But the drag shows do hurt a little more now.
Well, sure. Everything hurts a little more.
But I did trip over a cooler, so that'll...
Well, so we may want to cut back on the wiki shots, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
I
wiki.
doubt
Got the brown bottle flu.
it. Anyway, it was a really good show, and anytime I'm putting on these shows now, we're picking a donation.
Yeah.
You know,
they
a
do it
charity.
for charity now. Yeah.
So October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month,
That
and
was
we
amazing,
raised
yeah.
over $200 for breast cancer, and
Oh,
you know,
210.
just for
I have a
throwing.
10 in my purse for you.
Oh, thanks. Just for throwing a birthday
good
party and putting on a little show. It's, was really great.
What are you going to do when backyard season is over?
Well,
Heated tents?
make dresses
Yeah.
and go thrifting.
That's true. You
That's-
can come with me. Yay,
Yeah.
we'll go thrifting
We'll go
together.
to-
Wonder
we'll go to
Twin
the
powers
bins,
activate.
you know,
Form
and
of a thrift shopper.
Maybe you can help me
Shape of
shape
a reseller.
a resale drag queen. Hey.
Yeah. Sell her again. Keep selling her.
Yes.
Yep.
So anyway, you know, the thrift stores are an amazing source for drag. You can get the jewelry. I've gotten tons of jewelry from my sister from those jewelry jars. You know, we all had that exciting episode of the jewelry jar. Yes. And you know, it's fun.
So thrilling
if
with
you
me
like
opening up jewelry
shopping
jars.
and digging through and you know really trying to find a good deal, that's the best way to go.
So if resellers were to try to reach out to the drag community online, would it be better for them to try to find like Facebook pages for local LGBTQ communities and advertise there? Or do you think places like eBay and Poshmark would be also a source that many drag queens would go to?
Oh, well, sure. Yeah. I mean, I would, you know, and I know that a lot do. You know, it's sizes, especially in shoes. Shoes are really hard,
yes.
you know. I mean, unless it's a drag queen selling it or a very large woman.
Yeah.
You know.
I gotta get into Sue's shoe closet. She's like a 10.5, sometimes an 11 if it's not wide enough. And I really think I could sell her shoes.
I'm a 12. I fit into hers before, but it was really hard.
It's a tight. It's like when your
was-
knuckles
yeah,
go
it was like my
"Nyeh."
hair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna end up with
But
like
that's
some
when you
cabbage
don't
toes that
undo your
way.
pantyhose at the end, you know, you just let them curl up.
Yeah, you just let them curl up. You're like your toe in the shoe, like all curled.
Yes.
Chinese foot binding.
Knuckle
just like
stuffing.
foot
I call it
binding.
knuckle stuffing, yeah.
Knuckle stuffing, foot binding. It's all the same.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Lena, what are some of the places that you get your other accessories? Because we know that there has to be makeup and wigs and you know nails and so are those things that you if you're able to spend a little bit less on your wardrobe, are those things that you're comfortable spending more money on?
I will spend some money on a good wig. You know, I mean, the wig is it makes the whole outfit.
My babies.
No, your kids aren't here.
My girls.
What girls?
My girls.
Oh.
Lorna, second from the left.
Okay.
If she takes on smoke, she'll never recover.
Hey, this one.
And Cindy below her. Cindy, I just gave her a blowout.
Yeah.
You know, nails you
I
can
would see
get
that,
done, you can put them on, you know.
Press-ons.
Right.
Have you ever done the press-ons?
I have, you know.
Ooh, they come up in your hair so quick.
They do. And during the middle of the show, you know, and then at the end of the night, you're like walking around and you see like half of your nails all over the ground.
Right.
Or stuck to some chick's cheek. You know.
There's one floating in your cocktail. Oh,
But
look.
so
crunch,
for my
crunch.
wigs, I have been going on Amazon.
Okay.
And I mean, I found some really great wigs.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. Here she is. This red one I found on Amazon, and I just recently wore it. It's so.
She's a little sweaty in
bouncy
the front,
and
but she's got
behaving.
like these gorgeous little red curls. I
Yeah,
love
she's
that.
a little. She had a rough
You know.
night Saturday.
Yeah, she did. She had a hat on over
I
it
had to
too.
cough,
I
I'm
think
sorry.
probably.
Also, on Washington Boulevard, Grand Wig Warehouse.
Oh.
Those people, they will style your wig for you. They'll cut the wig. You know, if the
Oh,
bangs are
wow.
too long, they'll trim it. They are really great.
Do they do like
Really
the lace
great,
front?
and
like
you know they're really sweet to drag queens. You know, that's the
Yay,
only
we
place
like that.
I
We love
know in
acceptance.
St. Louis that you can get an actual 301 lash, which is, you know, the monster of all lashes. I can't wear them. They make me look like I'm constantly stoned.
That's the Paris Hilton lash.
Right,
Is
yeah.
that
Right, a lazy
Yeah,
eye.
yeah.
Got the
Give
lazy
you a
eye, because they
lazy eye.
are heavy.
Yeah.
You know.
That's probably why her eye's so lazy. She's trying to hold
Right.
up them lashes.
But yeah, Grand Wig.
She's seeing someone on the
They have
side.
a lot of great accessories. A lot of, you know, inexpensive rhinestones, hats, purses, pretty much anything you need. Makeup, I don't get my makeup there because I'm really picky about my makeup.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to be. I use Meron, and I get it at Johnny Brock's, and it's a theater makeup, which, you know, I'm a little older, so I have to put it on light, and so it doesn't like cake into my creases.
Yeah, you gotta.
But
I have to be
it's,
careful about that. Yeah.
you know, it's about the best that I have found for coverage. You know, I mean, it just covers my beard right up, and it's good stuff. And then the other stuff, you know,
your
mascara,
eyeshadow's
I just
awesome.
go with whatever's trending and makes your lashes look the longest, you know.
Your eyeshadow is awesome. I love that palette.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
That wasn't. Oh, that was a. That was.
She
It's a
actually
Morphe.
gifted it to our daughter, and
It's a Morphe palette, yeah.
it's a Morphe palette. But the colors were so bright and so intense
They are bright.
that they were really made for somebody a little more
Drag queen.
drag queeny
Hi.
than, you know, a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah,
But
I wasn't sure what to get her. So.
I went ahead and snatched that from her, and it's the best palette ever. I mean, ever.
I have
Go
a
ahead.
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think about some of the YouTube presence of, like, you know, the gender bending and the non-cis,
like
Jeffree Star and James Charles, and just people, it's
you know
just
who those
men
people
who
are?
are just kind of
you know,
embracing
I
their.
love it. You know, what is the name of that group? There's a group that is just kind of the same way, and they, Kolaski, something like
Yeah,
that.
I've
Anyway,
heard of
they
that,
all wear
yeah.
heels and do like these amazing dances in the heels and stuff. And I am all about it. I think it's great. You know, blur the lines. I don't
Yeah.
care. You know, I think it's, be whoever you are comfortable being, and be proud of it.
Yeah. You heard it from Lena Towers today. I'm always so happy to see
Oh,
you.
nice to see you.
I've loved you. This is the first guy I love besides my dad.
And I love the girl behind the camera.
The girl behind the camera is.
There she is.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing.
Alright.
She's a lot more amazing than people think. And be careful because she's also sharper witted. You know,
And she's
a little,
about to go on a
little
mean
more
streak.
bossy than anybody thinks.
Don't push me,
Right.
cause I'm close to the edge.
Don't let her sweetness fool you.
That's right.
It was good. Well,
So-
thank you for coming to my closet.
It is my
You
pleasure,
know,
of course.
slash drag room. Nobody puts me back in the closet.
Nobody puts baby in.
Not even Glamma.
So to all my glam babies, any comments, any feedback, please put them below. We just want to say thank you so much for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you next week on Glamma's Closet.
Mwah.
Mwah. Glamma loves you. Bye.